Hello, my Rosalins and Rosalkins. Mother is back. This video is dedicated to all of my rich men. And if you know, you know, quote from Cher. I even posted in my community tab, right? About how her mother had asked her one day, and let me just pull up and make sure that I'm saying it correctly. So, mother told me a couple of years ago, sweetheart, settle down and marry a rich man. I said, Mom, I am a rich man. And that is what Cher told her mother when she was advised to marry a rich man. Now, what's better than just marrying a rich man? Being the rich man. And a lot of you don't know this yet, but mother is about her bag. I love investing, I love saving money, and I love building my net worth. It's nothing that brings me more joy than my bag. For a lot of you, Rosalynds, I'm sure, and Rosikins, you feel the same. Nothing motivates you like the financial growth that you experience. And I would say what's up there for me is financial growth, physical growth, in the sense of reaching my weight loss and health goals. And I think also just like mental health. Those are the three things that I really and spiritual. Oh my god, I'm going on a whole entire different rant about like the things that motivate me, which they do. They really do though. I don't know, but when you're able to put your effort, your blood, sweat, and tears into a monetary value and it continues to grow and grow and grow, I truly believe that you can't help but get excited because you know that you're doing that, especially for those of us who come from more of a poor background or a lower middle class background, and you had to send yourself to college. I know I did. And you have to rely on the fact of what you put in the work to get. I know I did that too. And you also have to be disciplined and determined to win financially, which I am in the process of doing, and I am determined. And basically, Mother just wants to remind you all about the good things about investing. And to kick this first episode of the series, Mother, I Am a Rich Man off, for my Rosalynds and Rosalkins, we're going to talk about investing. So, the reason I want to talk about investing is because the demographic that watches me the most, and I've looked at the analytics, is I believe 20s to 30s, right? And female on top of that. And I really am appreciative to all of my beautiful 20 to 30-year-old Rosalynds and Rosalkins. Well, Rosalynds in this sense, because it's mostly female, and females are the Rosalynds, always and forever. So, my Rosalynds, I'm so thankful for you guys watching me and relating. And I want to tell you guys that always have your own. And one of the ways that you can make sure you have your own is to invest. So, one of the YouTubers or financial advisors or financial channels, I should say, that I follow is called The Money Guy Show. I absolutely adore these two men that you see here before you. And they are so influential in the sense of breaking down investing and like your goals financially and how to get there without trying to overthink it or feel too much pressure. So this is Bo Hansen and Brian Preston, the money guys. And they have a YouTube channel and it's called The Money Guy Show. So if you ever want to like go follow them, go listen to them, subscribe, etc., you can. And I believe you'll gain a lot of information from them. But what I'm going to show you now is the resource they have on their website. I just want to put this in a video in case you're trying to like understand what I'm trying to say in regards to investing. So right here on your track to become are you on track to become a millionaire is one of their resources. And I remember when I first saw the video, because they have many different videos about how to be a millionaire by age, like within your 20s to your 30s, how much you have invested by the end of that year, etc., into that age number or decade, as one would say, in order to get to the 1 million goal by the time you are 65. So they focus more on a regular retirement, an average retirement, right? And I myself feel like I want to work till like 55 to 60. That's like around the retirement age that I feel like I want to do. As you guys know, I'm in the military, so proud of that. And I remember looking at this resource, and my age right now is 25. And you go to your current age, right? And then you look at the lump sum required. So you ask yourself, do I have this much in my Roths, TSP, 401k, brokerage accounts? Do I have this much already saved? Because let's say that you're a 25-year-old like me, and you have, let's say, 15,000 and $42, which is required for a 22-year-old if they want to reach a million by that age. What that would tell you is that, okay, well, I only have 15,000, I need about 23,000 in order to be on track to be a millionaire by 65 if I'm on regular retirement, and I'm 25 now, so I'm like 3 years behind. So that means that I have to get buckled down with my investing so that I can make sure that I have a better um, chance at hitting that millionaire status by the time I am ready to retire at 65. So I also want to take into account that this is based on like also like the 10% returns each like year, because S&P 500, this is like basically trying to track that, like the average of the stock market basically on your returns, which would be 10%, right? So it's this resource is assuming you get 10% as your average. You sow in at 25, $22,000, you know, by the time you're 65, it should compound to a million. I also want to add too that for my younger investors, they're even younger than 25, please start investing. Please. And I know what you're all thinking. Who has that much to save up at this age, right? Depending on your income, your debt, your responsibilities, etc. I'll say this: if you're working for an employer that offers an employer match, which means that they have a 401k, or in my case, a TSP for federal employees, because I'm a federal employee technically. TSP, they match you up to 5% when you are vested. Vested means that they trust that you will be there long. You have gained that advantage in that sense, and that privilege and benefit to have them also contribute to your 401k, or in this case, a TSP. So if your employer says, okay, we'll give you 5% if you invest at least 5% in your 401k, please invest that 5%. I get it. You're struggling with money. That's okay. I was there too. Like literally only a couple years ago, but we're not going to talk about it. Um, and I still was like, hey, I'm going to allow it. Since I joined the military, I said, look, I'm putting a lot up in my TSP. I'm not playing in Roth, and did. Oh, also, I want to touch on this. So you do realize that you have two types of investments you can have. You can have the Roth, or you can have traditional, depending on, if you're offered that. And also, if you want to do it with your 401k with your company, Roth or traditional, you can, but you can also open up a Roth IRA as well. And I love the Roth IRA. So Roth IRAs and like Roth TSPs or Roth 401ks, whatever you want to call it, they are tax advantaged types of retirement accounts. So basically, we get taxed every paycheck. I mean, how can you miss it? Most of your money gets gone by then. And how, because we're taxed, in our Roth, let's say if you contribute to a Roth, basically when you're ready to take it out after you hit the right age, which would be like what, like 59 and up, whatever, to be able to withdraw on your investments, you can take it out tax free. So let's say the tax right now is 12% because you're making like 30K a year. In the future, that shit might be 24%. But the good thing is that you're paying on that 12% now, because you don't want to be taxed in the future, because you don't know how expensive taxes are going to be, more so than they are now. So basically, 25, 50, 30 years from now, whatever you want to say, a long time from now, when you take out that money, let's say you got a million up in there, they ain't going to be taking, let me hold that 250K right quick because all these damn taxes. Nah, it's going to be, that million is yours. Now, in regards to inflation, I don't know how much that's going to eat away at it. We're all hoping and praying that inflation kind of settles down, but we see where things are going. So my advice is to aim for more than 1 million. I'm gonna be honest. Aim for more than 2 million. I'm gonna be honest. Aim for like freaking, I would say like 5 million. That's me though. That's me. And I also want to add that I'm also child free, as you all know, because I always say it because it's always the truth. And so my earning and me investing and saving is easier than someone who is a mother, right? Or a parent in general, because you guys have so many other responsibilities. But baby, you can be a rich mommy. Don't let nothing stop you either. You know what I'm saying? I've seen a lot of single mothers even who have got themselves together and were serious about their finances and end up breaking away from the stereotype of someone in their position being in poverty. And they also invested even while raising children. So my thing is this: you need to either earn a higher income, or you can just simply, how does one say, mm, budget, but I don't think you could just budget your way through this one. I think it's all about earning a higher income or just being more disciplined with maybe just being consistent instead of like trying to aim for, let's say, investing 1,000 a month. Well, how about you just aim for trying to invest 500 a month? And as you do better with gaining more income, you up that percentage that you want to like invest. So for me personally, I encourage you, whether you are single, in a relationship, with child, without child, working at Burger King versus being a lawyer, I encourage all of you beautiful Rosalinds to please invest. Invest your money. I don't care if you are 50 just starting out and you only have what, like 50K or like 100 and something K, because that's like the average of I guess 401k balances for like people who are in their 50s, right? I don't care if you only have like half of what is required to have 1 million by 65. My point is still, do not stop investing, because it's always better to have something than to have nothing, right? So I just want to say that because investing can really change your life. And I have seen so many Black women channels, exotical channels. I've seen so many channels for those of us women of color. I've seen Indian channels with Indian women. I've seen channels with white women that talk about this. I've seen channels with African women. I've seen channels with like so many different types of women, Asian women, Hispanic women. I just seen all colors of the rainbow talking about the importance of women investing and having our own money. And I just want to say, if you are one of those channels, no matter what color, what race you are, no matter like, your sexual orientation, no matter what community you come from, and you're a woman, I just want to say thank you from the bottom of my heart for helping someone like me become more financially savvy and financially aware of my position. Because when I look at a woman do it, not just a exotical woman, not just a Black woman, but a woman, any type of woman do it, it makes me feel proud. It makes me feel like I can do it too. Because regardless of all of our phenotypes or nationalities, we're women. And one thing that a woman always should have is her own. And I appreciate women sharing their stories. I listen to many different YouTubers. I listen to different like compilations from TikTok about different topics, such as tried wife to single mom pipeline. Yeah, I listen to women talking about men that do financial abuse with their marriages because they marry a good wealthy man. They marry the rich man, but the rich man's like, hold up, ho, like this is my money. Even though she's slaving away in the kitchen and birthing his babies. I said hell to the no for that one. So my thing is, always have your own. And I thank God for women who have their own and who teach other women how to get a bag. Okay? Because it's really rough out in these streets. And if you know, you know, right? Also, some of the males that I listen to or men that I listen to on YouTube specifically, I like to look at listen to Dave Ramsey. I also like his daughter, Rachel Cruz. I think she's very beautiful and very talented as well. I think Money Talk with Aaron. I love listening to Smart Money Bro, the Money Guy Show. I love listening to Chris Invest and like just different financial channels. And I'm obsessed with the 100K net worth because I'm hoping to get there hopefully very, very soon. And I cannot wait to post about that when I do. Um, I'm just really excited for my financial future. And it really makes me excited to talk about finances because when you come from basically nothing and you've disciplined yourself enough to build something, especially at 25, baby, no one can really tell you shit. I'm gonna just keep it a buck because you know what you had to do. And that's also for women in their 30s, in their 40s, etc. Because you know how long it took you to get somewhere. You know what you had to sacrifice. You know what you had to do. You know people trying to downplay you, trying to shit on you because you don't come from quote unquote the right side of the tracks. So my thing is like when you know that you slaved fabulously for everything that you have, you just know you that girl. You that rich man in your life. And that's okay. That's okay. And I'm proud of you. Mother is proud of you because I can only respect a woman who knows how to get her own bag, right? However it may be, because I don't judge how you get it. My thing is that you get it, you invest it, and you grow that shit. That's when I'd be like, girl, don't be wasting that bag on some Louis Vuitton when you know you don't even have 100K saved in your retirement, girl. You better get yourself together. Like, I'm one of those. How you get it's how you get it how you live, right? But my thing is, once you get that bag, secure that bag, keep that bag, grow that bag. Don't just spend that bag. You know what I'm saying? You gotta shift the mindset. You gotta shift it. And I also want to say this last thing for this episode. What's better than marrying a rich man is being the rich man. If you fail to get one of these things, baby, Razzie Lenz, Razzie Roz, don't let it be you not being the rich man. Okay? Marrying a rich man, oh, that's cute. Okay, that's nice. But baby, that's always going to be his money. Even when he's serving you with it, it's still his. You're still at his discretion. Always have your own and have his. But if any one of these rich men you want to let go of, let it be him, not your own, not yourself. Because you work too hard, you're too intelligent, you're too beautiful, you're too career savvy, you're too disciplined, you're too extraordinary, you're too diversified, you're too fabulous to be broke. Okay? Okay. No, we don't do that over here. And your money is your money, and his money is your money. Always remember that. Always. And with that, I say, my Rosalynds, my rich babies, please, please have a wonderful, fabulous, splendid, rich auntie, rich to the gods, wealthy baby, wealthy cutie day. Ciao!